So here's another little job I'm doing. I've got these lights. I've got 2 of these at the moment in the cabin, which I really like, reading lights. They kind of just look quite smart, and they work really well for reading. I've got another one on the other side here, and I am going to put a new one in the aft cabin, which I've just got here. And that's going to go just up there. I just drilled some holes for it, and it's also got this USB socket on the side. It's just useful charging phones if it just happens to be you need an extra charging point. So neat. I've got to wire it up, and I think it's going to go up through the headboard, under the headboard here, and I think there's some cables that connect to this light, so I'll find a way of bringing that power to there. I did research up here when I was looking to wire the new Autohelm. There is cabling up there, and the old Autohelm power is up in that corner. So I'll get some power to it easily enough via that point, I think, and probably via this lamp here, because then it's on the same lighting circuit. So there it is. It's fitted in now. Obviously it's got to be wired in, and that's going to be really neat. I will just point out that these are obviously, well, I say obviously, they're not marine grade bits of kit. They're stainless steel on the outside, and you can see where this one, underneath the window, condensation, water's perhaps dripped down, just a bit of rust on it. They've been in here for a couple of years. I can probably polish that off. They're not perfect, but they're really quite cheap. I think they're about 11 or 15 pounds or something each on Amazon. And you know, if one gets ruined, I just replace it probably. I just think they're so neat. I'm kind of prepared to have that happen. It's fine. Obviously I want to try and work out, well, hopefully with the newly refurbished windows this won't happen again, although condensation won't get solved with replacement windows. But yeah, they're really nice. I will clean this one up, and hopefully next season I'll keep an eye on it. It shouldn't be a problem. Okay, just carrying on with this little light fitting here. Nothing very exciting, but I'm just putting these marine grade tinned cable. It's probably rather overkill, this. It's just happened to be what I've got, and I'm just using these crimped joiners here. So it goes down into the hole there. Okay, that's on one of them. And then the other one. Do this little one first. It's probably more likely to pop out. Okay. That's cool. Okay, and now because they are, they've got these heat shrink covers. And so this is where my my gas soldering iron comes in again. This just has effectively a little blowtorch going. There we go. You can see it warming up there. Good and secure. So the wire's going up behind here, up into the space above the berth here in the aft cabin, and then they go through underneath this section here and down, and then I've opened this all up and I'm going to join it to this pair of cables here, which it's a bit difficult to kind of really get a sense of it on the video, I expect, but if I come back out, you can see it goes into the headlining here, to the back of that light switch. So there's the light switch, sorry, there's the light fitting. It's basically going onto the same circuit as that ceiling light or headlining light, which is in the aft cabin here and ends up in that space. So trying to feed this down into this space. Should be able to fiddle it through so I can get hold of it with my I've cut these wires and I've got them roughly in place. I am going to test it, make sure the polarity is correct. I'm sure it's right, but I'm just going to test it first. Oh look, so my new little light has come on here, so that's definitely operating okay. And I just make sure that this lamp down here is also working properly. And it is, so that's all good. Okay, so I can go ahead and crimp these. I'll just turn the power off again, but that, you can't quite see it there, I don't think, but it's come on, it's good. That's it. It's a really good system, this. Works very well. It's all looking good. Let's go and put this back somewhere safe to cool down. Okay, just test it once again. I'm sure it's all fine. Yeah, these lights all work okay. Good. so that's it. I can just now put these headlinings and headboards back up onto the ceiling, and then it's all done. Another little project complete.